1985. I purchased the car and I started to make a street rod out of it. And I started on the frame and I completely redid the frame. It's got four-wheel disc brakes, independent front suspension. I put a 5.0 fuel-injected 1985 Ford Mustang motor in it. It's got an AOD transmission and an 8-inch Ford rear end. Then I started working on the body.
So now, is there a nut and bolt on this truck that hasn't been, gone through and replaced?
Every panel has been altered. Every bolt has been replaced, mostly with stainless steel.
So let's take the door for example. What did you do to the door?
Well, I got in the car when I originally got it, and it was so cramped, I decided to extend the cab. So what I did, I bolted the frame, and I sawed it in two, and I sawed it at an angle, and I braced it and extended it 5 inches. And the door was, I made the door flush. I put these in here, and then I made the door so that it would fit flush. And then I took 2 doors and molded them together to extend the door 5 inches.
Beautiful, beautiful.
So the cab now is 5 inches long, and of course in that process, I needed to chop 5 inches off of the bed. So I made the stakes ½ inch narrower, took the wings, or whatever they're called, off of them, and moved them so that they're only about 3/4 of an inch from this ravel, and then I chopped 2 inches out of the
Jeez, wow, that's amazing. So again, I mean, pretty much every panel has been subtly modified.
Yes.
So it doesn't scream. When you just look at it, you think, "Oh, that's a fabulous looking," and it's just been like a resto custom. But in actuality, it's been completely gone through and modified.
The hood is extended 5 inches.
And by the way, and when did you finish this? What year?
I finished it in 1998.
So 1998, and I'll tell you, it's so impressive the way the doors close. I mean, you can tell the fit and finish on this thing is just spectacular. And you bought it. You got it out of a grove in Corona, so this has never probably left Riverside County, or at least not for decades. Yeah, so amazing.
We extended the hood 3 inches. We put a 32 automobile, 32 car shell on it, 32 shell, and I think
grill.
Grill in it.
Yeah, nice looking.
Then I dropped the headlight, and all the wires I drilled this out, and all the wires are hidden.
And the same with the tail lights.
And the same with the tail lights. I made a special bracket for the tail lights.
All right, and then what about the front end and suspension?
The complete, it's a independent front suspension. It was a Fat Man suspension. It's got 4-wheel disc brakes. It's completely chromed. And
it's beautiful.
Handles beautifully.
Yeah.
It has power brakes. But it does not.
So on
manual steering.
And on the inside, so it's
this is stock, and I added this, and I put this wood insert in it. It has a Kenwood CD vintage air and Ford Motor Company gauges on it.
Yeah, beautiful.
And then it's the seat came out of a Nissan pickup that I altered.
Yeah.
And it folds forward for storage at the back, and underneath I have
storage compartments.
Little storage compartments, so that because you don't have much room for things.
And you're probably around 6 feet, and
I'm 6 foot.
Okay, yeah, all right, and
I fit in it fairly comfortably.
Yeah, great.
It has Ford Explorer shoulder seat belts in it.
Yep.
And it was upholstered by Gabe Lopez at Gabe's Auto Upholstery in They're now in Fontana.
Okay, and they're very famous
they're-
upholsterers.
Yeah, most any hot rod would know who Gabe was.
Yeah, right. Yep. Great.
And then the fenders have been widened 1 inch. The running board's been widened 1 inch. And
any fiberglass on this?
no,
All
no,
steel.
it's all steel.
All
Everything
steel,
is steel.
You bet. Yep.
In fact, if you notice, the license says steel 34
There-
pickup.
There you go. All right.
I
Well,
wanted to let everybody know that.
great. Well, thank you. Excellent.
I've shown it at very few shows, but I showed it at Temecula and won Best of Show, and I showed it at the Show and Go on Riverside, and it won Best of Show at Show and Go on Riverside. I've won little mini ones all over, but I don't even remember what they
Yeah,
all were.
and then it's been in a couple of
It was
magazines,
in
which is
Street
very
Rodder,
cool.
And it was a feature in Street Rodder, and then 2 years later, it was the best 33-34s featured in Street Rodder.
Awesome. Yeah, just rev it a little. Woo! Sounds great.